we are asked to multiply the three complex numbers. And there is no shortcut here. We can only multiply two complex numbers at a time. Working our way from left to right, let's begin by determining this product. Once we find this product, we will multiply by the third complex number of 2 minus 3i. And we multiply complex numbers just like we multiply binomials, which we can think of as repeated distribution. To determine the first product, we distribute the 6, which gives us two products, and then we distribute the negative 4i, which gives us the two remaining products. Now let's begin multiplying. We will have the product of the first two binomials, and then we'll have times 2 minus 3i. Distributing the 6, we have 6 times 4, which is 24, and then 6 times 2i, which is 12i, giving us plus 12i. And then we distribute the negative 4i. Negative 4i times 4 is negative 16i, giving us minus 16i. And then the final product is negative 4i times 2i, which is negative 8i squared, giving us minus 8i squared. And now from here, remember that I squared is equal to negative 1, so now we substitute negative 1 for I squared, which gives us 24 plus 12i minus 16i minus 8 times negative 1, and then times the complex number 2 minus 3i. Well, notice here we have minus negative 8. Remember, minus negative 8 is equivalent to plus positive 8. So combining like terms, 24 plus 8 is equal to 32. So we have 32, and then 12i minus 16i is equal to negative 4i, giving us minus 4i. This is the product of the first two complex numbers, and now we multiply this by 2 minus 3i. And again, we will have four products. We distribute the 32, and then we distribute negative 4i. 32 times 2 is 64. 32 times a negative 3i is negative 96i, giving us minus 96i. And now we distribute negative 4i. Negative 4i times 2 is negative 8i, giving us minus 8i. And then finally we have negative 4i times negative 3i, which is equal to positive 12i squared, giving us plus 12i squared. And now we substitute negative 1 for I squared, which gives us 64 minus 96i minus 8i plus 12 times negative 1. Well, notice here this becomes plus negative 12 plus negative 12 is equivalent to minus 12, if that's helpful. So combining like terms, we have 64 plus negative 12, or 64 minus 12, which is 52. And then negative 96i minus 8i equals negative 104i, giving us minus 104i. This is the product of the three complex numbers. I hope you found this helpful.